Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. This is for Thursday, March 13th. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Well, Belle is surprised to see Marlena packed and ready to go. She's ready to go to. Her and Patch are going to go to D.C. and they're going to confront Shane about John's last location, and then they're going to go get him and bring him home. And of course, Belle is a little uneasy about her leaving, and um, they have a few words of comfort and this and that. So Teresa is out in the bar with Tate, who's having a Coca-Cola, and she's talking to her about how or have you been using alcohol, and he said no, and she said, well, are you sure? I mean, so you were just straight when you knocked up Sophia? And he's like, Mom, you know she's one to talk. But anyway, in walks Miss Choy, who's there to meet Paulina, actually. And Teresa's trying to tell her, oh, I've been in California. My mother was sick, And she said, I guess that was hard to do, being in prison and stuff. But she told her, why you were in prison's between you and God. It doesn't concern me. But Mr. DJ Demera, EJ Demera DJ, it does concern me about him, very much so. So she's got her attitude on. Teresa wasn't prepared for this, but yeah, she looks down on you. You can bet your sweet butt she does, Teresa. Not a big fan of Teresa or Gwen, either one. I did get to like her a little bit better, like her playing that character before, she went off the rails again. Paulina is trying to tell Chanel, don't you worry, I'm going to talk to Miss Choi myself. So she does have a meeting there with Miss Choi, and I like Miss Choi. I like her directness. She's like, I know you're here to talk about what happened at Damaris. Let's talk. So she says Johnny and Chanel both seem like fine people, but Demera, not so much, EJ. And she says, well, I can assure you that he is not going to be part of the equation. That's what Paulina says. So what do you think she means by that? She's going to make sure he gets locked up and thrown away the key. I swear, man, somebody needs to take her down to Chinatown. EJ is trying to talk to Johnny. Johnny don't want much to do with him because of his affiliation with Fake Rafe, whatever the hell his name is. I can't remember it. Arnold something. And he's telling him, because he raped my mom. And I was getting all confused because, back in the day, EJ actually raped Sammy. He forced her to have sex with him to save Lucas's life or something like that. Yeah, it was something like that. I remember watching those episodes. EJ was not a popular character, but now everybody loves him, and now Johnny's going to end up being scarred if he ever learns that. But he's telling Johnny, I had nothing to do with Arnold coming back, and I had nothing to do with what he did to your mother. It was, I feel really bad about it. It's a nightmare to me to think about. He has big regrets about it, is what he tells Johnny. And I believe that he truly does, Gwen's stopping in to visit Big Mouth, out of touch, whatever his name is there. Oh, what is his name? Roman. And he's talking to Johnny. Johnny's like, yeah, I want a couple burgers for me and Chanel. And he said, yeah, that's fine as long as your dad's not getting any. I reserve the right to not serve something. And he's like, your dad's one of them. And he's like, well, I know everybody's upset about all this with Rafe and Jada and stuff, but, I was just talking to him before I came over here, and he feels real bad about what Arnold did before. And he said, he's lying. He feels so bad he did the exact thing as Arnold Fliffer or whatever the hell his last name is. And Johnny's like, what are you talking about? He did the same thing. So Roman has just blurted it out. Gonna ruin poor little Johnny's life here. It really just pisses me off, I want to tell you. Johnny didn't never need to know that. It's gonna mess him up, man. Belle's at home saying, I've got to follow my head, not my heart. It's good that I broke off with EJ. Nothing could have came good out of this. I knew what he was about, and she's reading this article about him that Leo and Hobby Jobby Hip Hoppy wrote about him. And then she hears a knock at the door, and who is it? Tall, dark, and sexy. It's Mr. EJ Demera himself, and she's just looking at him, and they're looking at each other, and I think that was the last scene of the show today. Whew. Girl, just get over it. I think they've got real feelings for each other. That's what the problem is here. Where's it going to go? I don't know. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.